Hi folks, welcome back to my channel today. I've not been out in the MiRIDER this last week or so because of the bad weather, but we're mid-July and it's still raining and it looks like it's going to rain again today, but going to get the exercise done anyway. Well, this morning I'm going to try and make it a wee bit more interesting. We're going into this sort of wooded area. I think a wee rabbit just run in front of me there, and it's like a jungle. The council never sort of get around to sort of cutting it, and I don't have my gloves on, and it's full of jagged nettles and all sorts of stuff, and a lot of wildlife, birds, rabbits, sort of all sorts of things, even foxes down this way. And there's a lovely wee sort of burn here, which I'm going to stop and just sort of give you a wee view of it. It's great. I don't know if there's any fish in it, but it's a flowing stream that goes right through my area. It goes on for miles, and this is just one of the wee areas here where it runs through. Now, as I say, still sort of comparing the MiRIDER to the Brompton, and you know, I had the Brompton for 12 years, and it was something that I was getting a wee bit sort of fed up with, so I wanted a wee change, and as I say, I read up on the MiRIDER and I found it to be, you know, a very adequate bike. It's a fun bike. I've had a few wee niggles with it, as you probably saw in my last videos, but all in all, you know, I'm really happy with it, and I do recommend you get a MiRIDER, but if you can't afford one, you know, even if you can't afford second hand, any bike will do for your exercise. You know, you've got to sort of, especially when you get past 50, go out more, do more sports, just keep your body toned, keep it fit. Don't just be slumping about and giving up, because that's what leads to depression, anxiety, all these sort of things. So I'm here today, you know, more like preaching to you, but it's not what I intend to do. Just have a wee bit of fun. You've got to enjoy it. If you don't like sport, then you don't like sport. But now there's a wee section here, you can probably see a road sign that they're trying to fix, and what they've done is improve this path, but unfortunately, you know, it's a step, so I've got to carry the MiRIDER down it. Now it is a wee bit heavier than the Brompton, but as I say, I just feel that's, you know, 6.5 a dozen really. There's good and bad. As I say, this is the other bridge that crosses the stream here, and believe it or not, I think that's the sun coming out, so I'm well pleased. Now I'm going to attempt this wee hill that's coming up here. Now normally with the Brompton I did have a switch kit on it, which was a wee electric kit, and I found even, you know, with my sort of really strong pedalling, I just couldn't get up here. But what the MiRIDER can do for you, it's got a little throttle, and so if I press this now, as I say, it's taken a lot of the strain off me, so I'm really getting back in the house without sweating, although I've had exercise and I feel good, but I'm no knackered. And as I say, if you can do that, if you don't knacker yourself, you know, then you're going to want to go out again. But as I say, if you do end up really tired, and after a hard slog up a hill, which a lot of people are saying you do, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're not going to be that motivated to go back out again. So take it easy folks, enjoy it. You know, don't get to the point where you're ready to collapse, because that's no good for you. And I'm on this wee path here, and it's a wee bit dangerous because it's very narrow, a lot of street furniture, so if you're out on a bike, watch you don't bump into lampposts, etc, etc. And as I say, try to keep away from traffic, try to not be in sort of inhaling all the fumes, but don't annoy motorists by being on the middle of the road, because you're either going to get knocked down or you're going to get shouted at. So now again I'm back on a hill and I'm using my wee throttle. You don't want to get too out of breath going up the hill, so this wee throttle's sort of been a godsend on the MiRIDER. Now a lot of folk are saying, well, I can't afford the MiRIDER. Well, I couldn't either. I got mine second hand, and as I say, I've never been rich, and it's took me all this time in my 60s to get a half decent bike. So if you're young, you know, don't be impatient. Time will come where you will get something that you're wanting. Don't just sort of give up. But any bike will do you. You know, just go at your own pace. It doesn't have to be an electric bike. Virtually any kind of push bike, if it fits you, if it's the right sort of size for you, and make sure you get the right sort of size of bike, because that is important. You'll not enjoy it if it's not the right size. So go into a bike shop or get a wee bit of advice online, and even a bike at £10 in a car boot sale would probably do you, because I'll tell you what, I run about in that for years and it didn't bother me. But as I say, having electric now is a bit of a godsend, because you know, I find pushing a bikes uphill, you know, at 65 is a wee bit difficult and it's a wee bit off-putting. So folks, bear that in mind. My channel is aimed at people who are sort of getting older, and although it's not to say that young folk can't watch the channel. So it's summertime, so come on, let's get out and about, be it walking, be it running, be it swimming, be it anything, and just take it easy. Get up the fags, get up the booze. I've done all that, and as I say, I'm glad I did. I mean, it's not to say that I've got anything against smoking or drinking or whatever, but if you're still doing that when you're over 50, and my wife was right for once when she said to me, give it up in your 50s and or you'll not see 60, and I believe her that if I hadn't stopped smoking and if I hadn't stopped drinking, I wouldn't be here. So I got myself a bike about 12 years ago, the Brompton, the first bike, and I didn't look back. I've kept going, I just kept doing it, and it's all about keeping going and keeping active. And I've saved myself a wee bit of money and bought to buy an electric bike because I'm not spending it on other things. So folks, take that on board. Well, okay folks, I'm going to end the wee video here, so you just take care, and if you could probably like and subscribe to my channel, I'd be really happy about that. So until next time folks, bye bye for now.